Hi, I'm Marissa, and I just completed the 8-week Chase Life Intensive with David Godfrey. And I have to say, it was the best investment I have ever made in myself. When I found Chase Life, I was pretty much at a low. I had my self-confidence at maybe a 2 out of 10. I was just living, I was doing stress every day. I was living in this state of overwhelm, and food had become seemingly uncontrollable. It had become my outlet. When I had a busy day and I didn't make time to eat for 8 to 12 hours, I would then come home and eating was my escape. When I was sick and it just felt like my body was out of my control, my digestive system wasn't my own, food became this way to gain back power. And I just put a lot more kind of meaning and emphasis on food as something to help me and to, relieve me from every state that I was experiencing, when in fact it was doing the opposite. It was leading me to my all-time low. I said my confidence was at like a 2 out of 10. On those days when I would turn to food, my confidence would drop to a negative 10 out of 10. I would have plans to, do all this work, to go out and do something, to go on a run. And I would put myself in a state just because of this uncontrollable feeling around food where I wouldn't want to do any of that. All I wanted to do was hide. All I wanted to do was start over and hit that refresh button, because I knew with all my heart that I didn't want to turn to food as my escape, and yet I would do it anyways. There were many nights where I was just kind of in tears, alone because of coronavirus, and it was honestly overwhelming. Even though these struggles certainly didn't start in just the past few months, these are struggles that have been ongoing on and off for, a number of years, even to an extent that I didn't realize before starting Chase Life. They had reached a peak in this isolation of coronavirus, and I needed help. I wanted a way out. I knew I deserved a better life. I knew I had the capacity and the strength to live that better life, and I wanted to find that out. And David and Chase Life gave me that better life. They gave me that, they led me to this ladder that would get me to the life that I deserved and I knew I should live. In the 8 weeks working with David, I will admit, I live a busy schedule. It was hard to do the homework every day, but you find the time, you make the time, because you see the results immediately. I said before that I was constantly living in a state of stress and overwhelm, and I didn't actually realize that it was much more internal than external. And, we always know that we have control. We can change, our circumstances and how we react to our circumstances. But I didn't realize how quickly that change could happen. Honestly, in the course of one phone call, I went from living day to day with overwhelm and stress to living day to day with deep breaths and a sense of, I can do this, and excitement about what was going to happen during my day. My life transformed in every single phone call that I had with David. I learned to actually stand up and look myself in the mirror, or, look myself in just internally and say, I love myself. I learned to love myself because of Chase Life. And that is the most powerful change that I have ever experienced. And that too happened in a single phone call, not even a phone call, in 10 minutes of a phone call with David. 8 weeks, you're going to see a rapid transformation. You're going to see yourself go from feeling like everything is out of your control and you just don't know what to do next and you don't know where to turn, to seeing how much power you do have and how much strength you do have to make the life you want to live a reality right now. And you're going to see that change in 8 weeks. I honestly, I thought at the very beginning when I heard the, amount of work and the time that would go into Chase Life, when I heard, an hour a day of homework, sure, 2 hours on the phone every week or every other week, okay. I thought to myself, it's worth a try, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. And it is. It's not just enough. It is exactly what you need to find the life that you deserve to live. Chase Life has given me every element of freedom and passion that I had lost. It has allowed me to feel like I am no longer controlled by my circumstances. I'm no longer turning to food as an outlet. I am no longer, sitting here thinking, what self-help do I need next? What book do I need to turn to? Or what app or therapy? I'm no longer searching, because Chase Life gave me those answers. I can't thank David enough. I worked with David throughout these 8 weeks, and I just can't thank him enough for how much he has transformed everything about me, from the internal to the external. David and Rachel have created something and have found a way to frame tools and present tools that is so unique and so valuable, that I just hope, anyone who's out there looking for help, please give Chase Life a try, because it is going to be your last step in that search. It's going to be that transformation for you.